Professor Issei Sagi, SAN, chairman of the Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption, PACAC, has asked Southwest governors to ignore the directive of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, SAN, describing Operation AMOTEKUN as illegal. Abubakar Malami had in a statement on Tuesday said security remains the exclusive preserve of the federal government. The setting up of the paramilitary organization called AMOTEKUN is illegal and runs contrary to the provisions of the Nigerian law. Malami said in the statement, which Umar Gwandu, his spokesman, issued on his behalf. Speaking with newsmen, Sage said the governors have no business consulting Malami before coming up with the idea of how best to secure their state or region. The attention of the Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum has been drawn to the illegal diktat by the Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Abubakar Malami, SAN, declaring AMOTEKUN, the Southwest Security, not military or police outfit, illegal. We consider his action as an abuse of office to suppress the rights of federating units to secure themselves and in furtherance of this widely held suspicion that sections of the country are deliberately being rendered vulnerable for herdsmen and other criminals by the federal government. We ask the governors of the Southwest to ignore Malami and allow him to go to court to challenge their decision, as he cannot constitute himself as a court over elected governors. We are not under military rule. We insist that what the governors have done is what individuals and neighborhoods can legally do to secure their lives and property. The right to preserve your life cannot be under any exclusive list other than the list of those who have no value for human lives. The ultra-vire action of the AGF has further exposed Nigeria as a country under command and control and governed by a conquest mentality. We ask Malami to tell us what makes AMOTEKUN illegal and ISBA legal. He should further explain to us that what makes civilian JTF legal in the Northeast, where there is war, and in Zamfara and Kaduna and Katsina and Kano, where there is no war. Why AMOTEKUN is only illegal take. This is a defining moment to decide if we are under segregation and different laws in the country. So guys, we don't even know which is right and which is not right. We will need lawyers to be able to interpret all of these things better. But when Malami gave his own version or his own statement, one would like, oh, does it mean, like the question I asked, does it mean the governors didn't know the laws or how to go about it and all of that? And it was as if it seemed Malami was right. And now Sage is coming out to say, because Sage himself is a son as well. I think this is one, at least this is the first time we can hear Sage, disagreeing with the presidency. Of course, most of the things that happen, at the presidency level, majority of them just feel like, they just have to support. They just have to want to tell the presidency what the presidency wants to hear. But in the recent, everybody knows what has been going on, and people, from non-law angle, that, oh, if this so outfit could be tolerated in all those other regions, mostly in the north, then why can't it be tolerated here? And the question is that these people they've known all of these things, as in even before the launch. We know that this launch or this program has been on for a very long time when they were preparing. Why didn't they call them to order? Because someone would like, oh, maybe they didn't know. But at least a day before the launch, that was when the president summoned them, the Southwest governors. He summoned them to ask for what? Why were they not summoned before that time? That's the question. And okay, because maybe it was just I didn't know what they really discussed a day before the launch. So after some days now, a lot of people started issuing statements from the north that they are not comfortable, they are not this. And to the extent that even the Fulani are saying, oh, you have to employ or recruit our members so that we know that you guys are not after us. You can imagine some kind of statement that, they really make, and which really implicates them. So now that Malami is coming out to say this and this and that, and those who still know the law, that he does not have the right, that if he has if he has problem with this security outfit, that he should go to court. He should not just issue a statement. After all, it is of course, even if Sage is not going to say anything, definitely we know that other lawyers, we have a lot of good lawyers in the country that will see, come with their own opinion, because most of all this law, it goes beyond you reading the constitution or read what is stipulated, but ability to be able to interpret it correctly, that is another thing. So those who know the law will be able to put us, shed more light in this whole thing, because it will be a slap that if really the Southwest governors just went ahead and did all that they did without any due consultation, it will really be a slap on them, big slap on them. But what Malami is saying is that they were not consulted, and what Sage is saying is that there is no law saying that he must be consulted, so that they should just go ahead with the thing, that they should ignore his directives. So and I know that the reason why all of these things is just to delay this thing, just to frustrate the whole thing, making sure that it will not happen. Because like Babangida was talking about, oh, we have all these security outfits, the conventional security people. But the question people have been asking, if we have all of these things, and yet people are complaining here and there, it's like they are overstretched, they are overwhelmed, nothing has been done. What are the things that you need to do so that the conventional security people will be able to do the needful? They are not doing all of those things. They will not do the right thing. And if people are coming for, with their own solution, they will start castigating the whole thing. That is the problem we've really found ourselves in this country. Now they will talk about, oh, there's nothing like we can never break up, that the coming together or the unity of his country is non-negotiable, that it cannot be negotiated. And people are saying, say zoo now. Is anything, even no matter what the union that must have come together, is nothing that will not be negotiated. So, okay, you talk about Nigeria must be one. Okay, what will make Nigeria to be one? The things that will make everybody to be happy. You are not going to do it. They will talk of a restructuring, you say no. Talk of breakup, you say no. The one Nigeria, you are not doing the right thing. So it's the same thing. If you say that we have a conventional security people that are supposed to do all of this, is because Babangida was making mention of the police, the military, the civil defense, the civil whatever, all manner of this thing. Yes, we have all of those things, and yet we still have numerous problems. These people cannot just solve the problem. They talk of state policing, it's another thing. They will just be dragging the whole thing. So let lawyers come and let them shed more light to all of these things, because this idea of just issuing anything from the office of attorney general of the federation, I don't think it's the right thing. Everything has to go to the court. That was how they did this Çòng 1V case and all of that. At the end of the day, they were issuing statements. Meanwhile, what the court has said needed to be followed, which they didn't want to follow, but they wanted to take the glory to themselves. So in this case, just like Esage has said, that there is no law that says that Malami or the AGF should be consulted before they can do what they really want to do. So we still need more lawyers to shed more light on it, and we still want a response from the governors who have set up this. Let us hear their own take. We know that some of them have been pussyfooty, some of them, tried not to even attend the lunch, trying to, a lot of conspiracy in this country. And how do we move forward when we are not united at all levels? There's no unity, and some people who are the helm of affairs are still trying to disorganize the whole people, sowing seed of discord all the time. So if a Hisba and JTF could be tolerated in all those places, then why will AMOTEKUN not? And the question is that since they've been planning this AMOTEKUN, the federal government, was aware. Not until a day before, they were now summoning them as if they were not in this country. You can imagine the level of on seriousness. I think that's the best I can still put it for the now. But let's hear what people are saying concerning this. Someone say Buhari is the one that's dividing this presidency. His presidency. The Yoruba were following the president blindly before. He can never do anything wrong in their sight until he started showing them red flags that he is a tribalist, an anti-Southern and anti-Christians, and nepotism is his second name. Now the Yorubas are back to the trenches. for start, let the country be divided into two, the Hausa Fulani, and sending Fulani herdsmen to every part of southern Nigeria to rob, steal from our people and kill our people. And yet they also want to withdraw our right to defend ourselves. International community, we need your help. Please come to our aid. No be by force to be part of a wicked country. Someone say, I don't know why our southern and middle belt elites and leaders fail to understand by now that the CGN and Malami is representing Buhari Fulanization. They will definitely fight any set that work against their agenda. Malami is an animal. He doesn't know what he was saying. He is one of those evil people that deprive pleasure in waste of lives in Nigeria. Nigeria, wake up. Nigerians, wake up and defend your communities. Southeast, South, and Middle Belt, be wise now. But they proposed to constitute their own security outfit in another man's land before it was resisted and disapproved. And come now that the natives won't establish their own vigilante, now that it's obvious that the people are still being killed and farms being destroyed, something is missing or amiss. This is cerebral and vintage. He says Sage for once, and if Professor Sage in the employ of Buhari says carry on to AMOTEKUN, then that Yeye barrister called Malami should shut his S-men mouth. We are waiting for your explanation, Malami. What is the difference between AMOTEKUN and Hisba? Is Hisba in the Nigerian constitution? Of course, they will come out and defend it and put up some things. You will hear them. They will put up some things. They will tell you that they were consulted, that they followed this process and all of that. Because I think one of the offenses or one of the reason they are saying that they should stop this AMOTEKUN is that they were not consulted. He will tell you that those ones that they consulted, they were in the know of the whole thing. That is one of the things that it's going to come out to say. So guys, what's your take on this whole thing? Issei Sage is part of the presidency and is telling the Southwest governors that they should carry on and they should ignore Malami's directives. That if Malami has problem with the AMOTEKUN, he should go to court and do that. That there's no law that says that he must be consulted before they will carry, or people, will defend themselves and all of that. What do you think? Let's hear your own take concerning this. Thank you.